Welcome to the Smartacus Quiz 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz.
I am Avinash Mudaliar and I shall be your quiz master for today's crunch match. After an intense series of knockout matches, we are left with these two superb teams in a final showdown for the crown of the North. To find out who that will be, let us show you the teams for today. On one side, we have DPS or Delhi Public School, Faridabad, and facing them will be another school from the same stable, Delhi Public School, Gurgaon. So before we proceed any further, let us meet the 6 young quizzers who will be representing their schools in today's North Zone final. Let us start with DPS Faridabad.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Charvi Arora and I am a student of grade 9th.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Rajan of grade 10.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ananya Prasad and I am a student of grade 10.
Let us move to their opponents now. DPS Gurgaon.
Hello, I'm Pulkit Sabarwal from class 9, DPS Gurgaon. My hobbies are playing the piano and learning about new technology.
My name is Karthik Gupta. I am in class 9. I like to play basketball and I like to dance.
I am Vrinda Bhatnagar and I am a student in class 12 and I am studying science. I'm studying science stream.
We can go to Meghasham, who has a nice 10 rupees coin on him to do the toss.
Thank you, Avinash. We will call upon the two team captains now. What would you like to call, Ananya? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails, says Ananya. Let's take a look. Okay, this has come up heads. So the team which wins the toss is Delhi Public School, Gurugram. Quizmaster, over to you.
Let's show them the rules by which we play tonight, or should we call it gameplay? Let us ask Pulkit to choose the topic.
I will take arts and science.
So Pulkit, this is your first question coming up. Cecilia Payne Gaposchkin proposed in a 1925 doctoral thesis that stars like our sun were primarily composed of which two chemical elements? Note, both elements need to be correct for full points, no part points.
The answer is hydrogen and helium.
Okay, let's see what the answer is. Fantastic answer. You guys get off to a cracker of a start. So the next question coming back to you, Pulkit. What name is given to the outermost layer of the sun above the chromosphere that is only normally visible during a total eclipse? The word has been much in the news lately in a totally different context.
The answer is corona.
Let's see what the answer is. The answer is corona. It has been under the weather, literally, considering all the COVID episodes happening across India and the world. Good answer. 2 on 2. So, Charvi, which topic would you like to choose? You need to unmute.
Curdled foods.
Curdled foods. Okay. Question 1 to Charvi. Which fresh non-aged cheese is made from cow or buffalo milk that has been curdled with lemon juice and hung dried? It's frequently known as Indian cottage cheese outside India. But how do we call it? Or how do we know it? I'm sure all
Answer is
of you have
paneer.
answers. Answer is
Paneer.
paneer. Okay, let's see what the answer is. Paneer is the right answer. Well done. Let's move on to the next question. Which kind of bean curd frequently used in Chinese and Japanese cuisine is made from soy milk? Like paneer, it's curdled and pressed, sold in white blocks, but it's a non-dairy resource, okay, or a non-dairy source, so vegans can also have it.
Sir, I'm not pretty sure about this answer, but I think the answer is tofu.
And
Yes.
let's see what your answer is. Tofu is the right answer. Very well answered. 2 out of 2. Let's move on to the team captain to choose the topic of their choice. Yes, go ahead.
I will choose movies.
Okay, you will choose movies. Can we go to question 1, please? Work on which 2008 film directed by Danny Boyle gave composer A.R. Rahman his 2 Academy Awards, Oscars, quite aptly for a Smartacus question. The movie revolves around a quiz show. So this is your question, DPS Gurgaon.
I will pass.
So you want to pass it to your team?
Yes.
No,
The answer is
one of
Slumdog
you can
Millionaire.
answer. So Pulkit answers Slumdog Millionaire, and let's show them what the answer is. Congratulations, Pulkit, well answered. Let's go on to the next question. Banu Attaya was the first Indian to win a competitive Academy Award Oscar when she won the Best Costume Design in 1982. For which landmark film with an Indian connect did she win? Your time has already started.
I will pass.
Anyone in our team wants to take an answer?
I'll answer this question, Brinda. The film is Gandhi, starring Ben Kingsley.
Perfect. The answer is Gandhi, starring Ben Kingsley. Beautiful answer by Brinda. She enables her team to get another point. Okay, now it goes to Ananya.
I would like to choose the topic beasts in literature.
Okay, question 1. In literature, who seen highlighted in that image, that little girl there, used the Vorpal sword to slay the Jabberwocky, a frightful beast which terrorized Underland's inhabitants. There is a clue out there, Underland.
I'm not sure about the name of the girl, so I think I'll pass.
Okay, we passed to your team. DPS Faridabad, who's taking it? I think it's time up. Let's move on to DPS Gurgaon. Who from DPS Gurgaon would like to take a shot?
Alice in the Wonderland. Alice.
You want to say Alice in Wonderland, and you have guessed Alice, and let us see what the answer is. Alice is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. Author Bram Stoker fused the history of the 15th century ruler Vlad the Impaler with contemporary folk takes to create which beast which can transform itself into a bat and a human at will?
Dracula.
Let's see what the answer slide says. It's perfectly correct. Let's move on to the next question.
We'll choose birds, flora and fauna.
Okay, let's go to question 1. Which bird in the genus Meleagris, native to North America, forms a central part of modern Thanksgiving celebrations in the USA and with Christmas celebrations around the world? A country that straddles both Europe and Asia would lead you to this answer. It's very interestingly worded.
Turkey.
Yeah. Let's see what the answer is. Your teams seem to agree, and that's a very beautiful turkey out there. Let's move on to the next question. Again, this one's to you, Brinda. Rich, tall, wading bird of the family Gruidae is known by a name that could also mean a type of industrial equipment for lifting heavy objects. The same would also be a verb to stretch one's neck towards an object of attention, right?
The word is a crane.
Crane is the answer. That's all we wanted. Incidentally, the crane also finds itself as an intrinsic part of a lot of Chinese martial art, where a lot of kung fu moves have been adopted from crane. Let's move on to the next question. Yes, so we have 3 more topics. So who wants to go and who's picking?
Sir, I am Rajan and I'll go with the athletic events.
Question number 1, Rajan, for you. Which is the only non-metric track distance for which official records are kept by World Athletics, earlier known as IAAF. Hisham El Gerrouj of Morocco is the world record holder, having set it on July 7, 1999. Metric track distances are the standard ones like 100, 200, 400, 5,000, 10,000, etc. So this is a non-metric track distance. So think out of the box. Okay,
Sir, I'm not
time's up,
sure, but
Rajan.
I'll guess 7,000.
Okay, 7,000 you guess. We will have to pass it to your team. Any other teammates?
I'd like to take a guess.
Go
Long
ahead.
jump.
Long jump. Okay. That's not the answer I'm looking for. We will have to pass from DPS Faridabad to DPS Gurgaon. Who would like to go for it from the team DPS Gurgaon?
Is it 500 meters?
It's not 500 meters. Let's go to the answer slide. It's the mile. Mile is not a metric measurement, hence it's the mile. Let's move on to the next question. This one is to you, Rajan. Wade van Niker, a South African sprinter, holds the current world and Olympic record in the men's 400 meters with a timing of 43.03 seconds. He achieved it in the 2016 Rio Olympics. Which Indian athletic great narrowly missed an Olympic medal in this event at Rome in 1960? If you look at the image, the answer is also in the image. So it becomes an identical
I'll go
question.
with Milkha Singh.
To go with the flying Sikh, Milkha Singh. Let us see whether your singing is right. Well sung. Milkha Singh is the right answer. Yes. So we have exhausted 6 topics.
At the end of 6 specialized topics of individual play, the team from Delhi Public School Faridabad has scored 8 points, and slightly ahead of them with a slender lead of 3 points is the team from Delhi Public School Gurugram, who have scored 11 points.
Let's go to the winner of the toss to pick the first topic. Which one would you like?
We'll take Indian museums.
That's a topic based on history. This is your first question. You can discuss and answer question 1. Vindeshwar Pathak, a social reformer. According to Time magazine, the Sulabh International Museum in New Delhi was established in 1992 by the social activist Dr. Vindeshwar Pathak and is listed amongst the 10 museums around the world that are anything but mundane. Incidentally, you should also make a visit to this museum since both of you are in the proximity of Delhi. So what does it display? What does it display? You can discuss.
मैंने सुना हुआ ना यार इंडिया के कल्चरल आइटम्स.
Okay, I think that's time up. I have given you a few seconds.
Our final answer is Indian cultural items.
Indian cultural items, that's a very generic answer. We will have to pass that on to the next team.
So our final answer is toilet sanitaries.
Toilet sanitaries. Okay, very interesting answer. Let us see what the answer is. Toilet sanitaries, you said. I was just looking for the word toilet. All interesting toilets across the world, right? And in India, please go and see it. It's a very interesting museum. So let's move on to the next question. Which art museum in the city of Hyderabad houses the marble statue called the Wheeled Rebecca? Your time starts now. Yeah. Any guesses from your team? Doesn't look like. The question passes to the next team. Yes.
So We are not very sure, but I think our final answer will be the State Museum of Telangana.
The State Museum of Telangana is a very generic answer, ma'am. You have a specific name to the museum?
No, sir.
Charlie? No? Okay. We will now show you the answer. The answer is not the State Museum of Telangana. It is the Salarjung Museum, right? It is in Hyderabad. Let's move on. The last topic on screen is on lakes. And this is question 1. What is the collective term for a group of 11 long, narrow, roughly north-south lakes in New York State based on what human body do they look on the map? Geologically, they are formed in over-deepened glacial valleys. The Seneca and the Cayuga lakes are the largest amongst them, and we will start the time. You can work it out. Time is up. Do you guys have an answer?
So we're not very sure about this answer, but I will go with our final answer is bones.
Bones is your final answer. I'm afraid bones is not the answer I was looking out for. The question passes to the next team.
Our final answer is we also don't know, but it is legs or limbs.
Legs or limbs? Not exactly. Let's see what the answer is. They are called finger lakes. Okay, because they resemble the fingers. Let's move on to the next question. The spectacular Guru Dongmar Lake remains partially unfrozen even in winter. According to legend, Saint Padmasambhava, also known as Guru Rinpoche, placed his palm on a part of the frozen lake to ensure that the local populace has enough access to drinking water. In which Indian state is this lake located? Your time starts now. Yes, DPS Faridabad. Look at the terrain. You should be able to get an answer.
So our final answer is Ladakh.
Your final answer is Ladakh.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next team.
Uttarakhand.
Our final answer is Uttarakhand.
Let's see which is the right answer. The answer is Sikkim. Yeah, this is the scores at the end of all 8 specialized topics of individual pay. With only the 2 mystery boxes to go, the scorecard reads thus. DPS Gurugram are on 11 and DPS Faridabad, you are on 9. Now let's jump into the mystery box. Delhi Public School Gurugram gets to play the mystery box first. You can choose one of the 2 mystery boxes. Which one would you like to play?
We'll choose mystery box 2.
Let's click on mystery box 2. This is your first question. The Maitreyi Express and the Bandhan Express are international passenger trains that connect India and which country?
We don't know, but we will guess Bangladesh.
Our final answer is Bangladesh.
I do not think we will need to go to the other team for this. Let's see what the answer is. Bangladesh is the right answer. Well done. Let's move to the next question. The chemical elements tellurium and selenium have similar properties and are usually found together. Interestingly, they are named after 2 bodies in the solar system which are also found close together. Yeah, let's hear the answer. Time starts now.
Our final answer is Saturn and Jupiter.
The answer is not Saturn and Jupiter. I'm sorry, we will have to pass you to the next team.
So I think our guess will be Moon and Earth.
Your guess will be Moon and Earth because they are found
Close to each
together.
other.
Yes, Selenus is Moon, Earth is Themis. Well done. Lovely answer there by your team. Let's move on to the next question. In February 1979, Ayatollah Khomeini returned to which country after 15 years of exile to become the country's political and religious leader? and overthrow the ruling Shah to set up an Islamic republic?
Our final answer is Iraq.
Can we pass on to the next team? Let's move.
Sir, our final answer is Iran.
The answer is Iran. Let's move on to the answer slide and show you what the answer is. Okay, the answer is Iran and not Iraq. Let's move on to the next question. Let's start with the mystery box. I think we have the teams in place. Question 1. Which Hindu god served as the inspiration for the character of Sun Wukong seen in the highlighted part in the image in the Chinese epic adventure Journey to the West? There is a big clue in the image. Time starts now.
Sir, our final answer is Lord Hanuman.
Your final answer is Lord Hanuman. Okay, let's see what the answer is. It is Hanuman. Well done. Jai Hanuman is the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Maqbool Fida is the expansion of the initials of which renowned Indian painter who took up the citizenship of Qatar before his death in 2011.
So we
Yes,
have
Steve.
no idea.
Okay. Let's move on to the next team. Your timer starts.
Our final answer is Maqbool Fida Hussain. MF Hussain.
Your final answer is MF Hussain. A lovely answer. You did not fall for that trick which said Qatar. Well done. MF Hussain is a beautiful answer. Let's move on to the next question. The word for a flower's collection of petals, it's also Toyota's all-time best-selling car. So what's the good word? What's the flower's collection of petals which is also Toyota's best-selling car? Incidentally, Toyota had a habit of naming some of its models after parts of a flower.
Sir, our final answer is Carpel.
Your final answer is Carpel. That is not the right answer. We will have to pass you.
Our final answer is Corolla.
Your
The
final
car is
answer
Corolla.
is Corolla. Okay, earlier there was Corona. Now there is Corolla. Lovely answer. I think with that we come to the end of both the mystery boxes. Over to you, Megasha.
Thank you, Avinash. We end up with these scores now. The team from Delhi Public School, Faridabad, captained by Ananya Prasad, ably assisted by her two lieutenants, their youngest member Charvi Arora, and of course the ever dependable Rajan Dubey. They end up on 13 points. Winning today's quiz is the team from Delhi Public School, Gurugram, captained by the ever dependable Vrinda Bhatnagar, very, very sober. Her boards are on the threshold, but she's playing this quiz, and assisted by her lieutenants, their youngest member and budding astronaut cum astronomer, Pulkit Sabharwal. As always, their third member, Adya Gupta. They finish with 15 points. They are the North Zone champions for Smartacus 2022. So for everybody who has been watching, thank you so very much. Have a very good day. God bless and take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much.